is bloody hot. Come on, mate. What are you doing? Hey, Shalom, brothers. Shalom. Alright, so want to hit a quick topic here. I'm gonna have to change the title, of course. I left off an S, and that happens sometimes. Anyway, all praise to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honor to the apostles, a great millstone. Shalom to the hopefully elect. And this lesson is a response to Elder Yashawama's lesson that he did. I think he did it last week, entitled "To Brothers Who Don't Get a Lot of Views." And it's just like it sounds, because you got a lot of brothers that make videos. Like with Great Millstone is different than other camps. Other camps got all these members. All these members. For example, IUIC got all these, it looked like thousands of followers. But none of them make, I ain't going to say none of them, but you don't see them making videos throughout the week. Great Millstone got a bunch of followers, but every member of Great Millstone is instructed to do lessons during the week. And you literally cannot keep up. I can't keep up with everybody. I remember when I first came into the truth, I would try to watch. I thought I watched every video that all the brothers made, all the camps. I tried to watch all the camps in Great Millstone during the week. It done got to the point now you can't even keep up with brothers. And every individual brother from every camp got their own channels and they're making lessons, man. And you can't keep up with them. So right off the bat, you already know that every brother ain't gonna get a bunch of views. Now you got some brothers that get a bunch of views through process of time. We've been in the truth a long time. Sometimes controversy. I'll give you a quick testimony. My own personal self, my views increased, but this is how it's happening. About maybe 5 years ago, I don't know exactly, between 5 and 3 years ago, when Vocab Malone and his followers first started trying to come against the truth. What a lot of these Edomites do, they'll link your videos to their Instagram or one of their accounts on social media to try to mock and make fun. And what's happening is a lot of those people are bleeding over to our videos watching because that truth started pulling them in, man. So they did it as a mocking, as like mocking us. But the Most High turned it around for good. Like it says in Genesis, the Most High turned it around for good. So, just my own personal self, I got a big boost from Vocab Malone's followers and whoever else we went against. As well as you got a lot of lost sheep that's waking up, and a lot of brothers is, saying we all notice across the board that our views are jumping up. But to you brothers that don't get a lot of views, number one, you got YouTube. They messing with your views. So your videos are being watched. Now on another note, I watch a lot of you brothers' videos out there, man. When I come across different brothers that I hadn't seen, I watch your videos, man. I'm very inspired, man. Trust me, I'm inspired. The apostles watch, the other elder brothers in the chat. We share among each other. So just because a bunch of people don't watch the video, or that show that a bunch of people watch the video, don't let that mess with you, man. The Most High's word does not go out void, and people are being edified by your lessons. And like Elder Yashwam was going into, a lot of brothers, man, you're very gifted brothers. You got a different perspective, and when we watch you, we get inspired by you, by your work, man. Don't stop doing the work. This is GMS Hagnos Anastrophe and Yahweh Bashim Yahushua Barakathum, to all the apostles, elders, and the Akim out there, man. And this is Elder Yatazak from the Dallas camp, 2 Corinthians 13:8. For we can do nothing against the truth, but for the truth. Right? This is the juggernaut. Vocab Malone might have thought he was doing himself a service by linking our videos to his Instagram account. And all you did was just gave the word of the Lord more eyes on it. The more eyes see we got the full truth. We have the truth. So no matter what you try to do to it, you can't come against it. This word recycles. And we use scoffers, we use adversaries, we use enemies. You're a fertilizer. We just grind your ass up, put you back in the soil, and then you help the others grow. You just fertilizer, man. You can't come against this truth. You're done. Now I want to read real quick here. This is to the brothers. Isaiah 55 I'm going to start at verse 6. It says, seek ye the Lord while he may be found. Call ye upon him while he is near. Let the wicked forsake his way, and the unrighteous man his thoughts. And let him return unto the Lord, for he will have mercy upon him, and to our God, for he will abundantly pardon. Now, we always read this as a, I read it normally as a repentant scripture, right? But listen, he says, for as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts. For as the rain cometh down, and the snow from heaven, and returneth not thither, but watereth the earth, and maketh it bring forth and bud, that it may give seed to the sower and bread to the eater, so shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing whereunto I sent it. So when the Most High gifts you by putting his spirit on you and putting his words in your mouth, if you go out there and you just be faithful and you teach it, it will bring back the desired amount, man. Don't worry about the views. The word of the Lord is infallible. It's without mistake. It will bring in the desired amount. You got to look at what the apostles did. They was teaching the word for 10, 20 years before they got on YouTube when nobody was listening. And now look at all this field of fruit that the word brought back. Anytime you look at me or any other brother, Elder Yashawama, any of the elder brothers, Elder Malcolm, or whoever you look at, and you Elder Kazak, if you look at them men and you be like, wow, them men did. Guess what? There was a time when we wasn't in the truth, and the apostles of Great Millstone was teaching the word, and look what all that brought me, all the brothers I mentioned, and they've been in the truth longer than me, the ones I just mentioned. So it brought all of us. The word of the Lord is not without fruit, man. It's going to do the desired amount. And plus, if you go back to my videos, if you go back 7 years, I'm standing down here in South Carolina in an empty town where nobody's watching, nobody's listening. Hey, you can go back to videos on the old page, GMS South Carolina 05. You can go back to the beginning. I probably got videos on there from 7, 8 years ago. It probably only got 30 views, man. But now look, if I put a video up now, it's got a bunch of views, but a lot of it is entertainment. A lot of people watch for entertainment. You can't be deceived by views. The point is, spiritually, the Most High said, you put this word out there, it's going to bring in the desired amounts. You just got to be faithful to go out there and teach it, man. Bottom line, I can show you videos where nobody came up. I was teaching 5 years and probably didn't interact with anybody, So you just hey, man, you just go. You do what the Most High told you to do. You be faithful and you go teach that word, man. That's it. And when you do this work on the internet, people are seeing you across the world. YouTube is going to purposely mess with your views so that you can't know what type of impact you're having. But just the vibration that you're putting out is changing the world, man. From the least, you consider yourself least, and I'm not calling you least. I'm just saying it that way because that's how we speak it. But from the least brother until the greatest brother, you all having an impact, man. Don't let it get inside your mind. And like the elder said, it can mess with your flesh. Because even now, I'll put a video out now, and I'm like, oh, man, I worked on that video, and then that many people won't watch it. But that's because Esau is bothering it. He does he'll put your video on the shelf, man. He'll make it, they got all kind of algorithms and tags and stuff they can do to your video to hide it where it doesn't come up. Sometimes I'll put a video up, and in the first hour, it might get 300-400 views. Then I'll put another video up, whole weekend go by, and it might get the same 300 views. And I'm like, what the hell happened? But sometimes too, man, it's just so much coming out. So many brothers making videos, so many brothers doing lessons, That's why we try to share videos. If I see a good video, if I watch it, I make sure I put a post up. I say, brothers, watch this, man. Must watch. Watch this brother, And there might be somebody you never seen. Until the brother from Detroit came down here, I wasn't really that familiar with him. But then when I going out teaching with him, watching his videos, like, damn, man, that brother, why hadn't I heard about him? But you got to think, you got brothers, multiple men from different camps all over the world, and it's, I'm not going to say it's impossible, but it's hard. It's easy to fall through the cracks. But don't let that discourage you. Keep putting the videos up. Keep pumping that energy out there, man. This is 1 Corinthians 1. I'm going to just jump in here. Verse 18, it says, I'm going to start at verse 16. It says, for Hamashiach sent me not to baptize, but to preach the gospel, not with wisdom of words, lest the cross of Hamashiach should be made of none effect. For the preaching of the cross is to them that perish foolishness, but unto us which are saved, it is the power of the Most High. Now, when you hear that, you got to know right away, man, that you already know the ratio of how many Israelites are going to be saved compared to those that be destroyed. So you already coming in on the end of a deficit, right? It's going to be twice as many 2/3 that get destroyed, than those that be saved, man. Like the scripture saying, Esdras, like as a wave to a drop. So already you're not gonna get. Hey, even us brothers that you think get a lot of views, we don't get a lot of views compared to the world. I mean, all the videos I've made, I've made thousands of videos literally, and I think I might have had 3 or 4 that went over 50,000 views, man. While these people in the world, they put up a video, they might have 50 million views. Some of these other Israelite groups out here, man, that are linked up with the world, they getting 75, 80,000, man. Adam Abbott didn't put a video up within the course of a weekend. That thing might have 40,000 views. We ain't getting views like that, but the ones that we do get are precious in the sight of the Most High, man. Don't let views, you doing videos not for views, man. Right, yeah. Shalom, Jim S. Murder B said, we do this to please the Father and for deliverance, not for views. Remain on fire, yeah. And it should give you a good feeling when you put up videos, man. You got to think about the people out there. That's why I said in the walking talk the other day, man, you got to think about the people that, like Yahushua said, a prophet is not without honor, save in his own, I forget exactly, in his own town, home, where he's from, basically, is what the scripture's talking about. So think about it. Your family members, they need to be warned, and they ain't gonna hardly listen to you. That's why I gotta teach. My family members, they gotta be warned, and they ain't gonna hardly listen to me. I need you to teach that. Maybe they'll listen to you. They're gonna be like, I grew up with that boy. That boy ain't no prophet. But if you do it, they may listen to you, man. I need you, brothers, to preach the word and keep making videos, because I want my daddy to be saved, man. I want my mama to be saved, but they ain't gonna listen to their son. My uncle them ain't gonna listen to me, man. They can remember when I was running around the yard with no shoes on. They ain't gonna listen to me. I need you to preach the word, man. Keep making the lessons like the Lord said do, man. Now let's jump down here to verse 1 Corinthians 1 again. Listen to this. In verse 25. Because the foolishness of the Most High is wiser than men, and the weakness of the Most High is stronger than men. For ye see your calling, brethren, how that not many wise men after the flesh, not many mighty, not many noble are called. You are in a privileged group. No matter if you never get over 1,000 views, man, so what? What difference is it gonna make? You ain't gonna think about that in the kingdom of heaven. But at the end of the day, you are getting viewed. Esau just trying to hide you. He views you as a threat. That's why he shelved you. Because how is it that a person can make some stupid videos about their cat going up and down the scratching post? That's getting thousands of views. But then you make a video giving eternal life through the word of the Lord, and you getting 10 and 12 and 15 or 100 views. You see? Because those people of the world, man, let the people of the world have that. That's their views. Even Israelites that's all about views, let them have that. You don't care about that. The few views that you do get, they are very important, man. Trust and believe that. Verse 27. But the Most High had chosen the foolish things of the world to confound the wise. Even the brothers that get the most views out of Great Millstone are still regarded as foolish among the people of the world. Even though they know there's something different about us, they still look at us. Vocab alone probably get more views than most of the brothers, man. But that dude is the demon. He don't got the truth. He is a demon. He's an Edomite. He ain't got the truth, man. Again, but the Most High have chosen the foolish things of the world to confound the wise. And the Most High have chosen the weak things of the world to confound the things which are mighty. And base things of the world and things which are despised hath the Most High chosen, yea, and things which are not, to bring to naught things that are. Why did he do it? That no flesh should glory in his presence. If you got hundreds of thousands of views, you might get puffed up. And we see it happen. Them dudes over there, Sakari, they getting all kind of views. They getting endorsements, they getting money, they selling items. IUIC, look at Nate standing there all proud with his followers going marching through the street. Look at all my men marching through the street with all the purple on. You can't tell that dude he ain't in the kingdom of heaven. And I watched a video earlier that one of the brothers from the Alabama camp put up, right? Mysteries of the Kingdom put up, and one of the brothers said on the comment board, while looking at Nate them march, you would have thought the chariots was outside waiting on him, man, by the way they was acting. But they still don't know the name of the Lord. They still don't know what the mark of the beast is. They know it, but they won't teach it. They still don't got the whole truth. All them damn men, and like the brother said, all they doing that to compensate for what they don't have, man. You, on the other hand, you got the full truth. And you might get 20 views. So what? You were obedient, you did what the Lord said. Glory in that. Glory in the fact that the Spirit of the Lord rested upon you. What did Yahushua say? He said, glory not that the spirits are subject unto you, but glory that your names are written in heaven, man. That's the more important thing, man. I wouldn't give a shit. I mean, I say it now, because I get views, but even if I didn't, and then sometimes, man, them views can be a curse. All the scoffers, all the demons. I have to constantly check the videos so I can block the demons off of them, man. You don't want that headache. Elder Yashwama always laugh. He'd be like, bro. Sometimes I just take a picture of the comment board and send it to the brothers, man. They be like, damn, you always got, it's always something with these scoffers and demons, man. And plus, you're gonna get a flag more too. But anyway, the main thing is that you're doing what the Lord said do. And the word does not return to him void, man. It's going to do what he said it to do, man. Yeah, Jim S. Myrtle Beach, Ecclesiasticus 9 and 11. Envy not the glory of a sinner, for thou knowest not what shall be his end. Right, look at Kobe Bryant, all that money he had. How did he die? Going down in the helicopter. You know he was screaming. I don't give a damn how tough you are, man. You going down in the helicopter they said he was going down for minutes. So he knew when this helicopter hit, I'm gonna burn up. You don't want that, man. And Lord willing, I might have a chance to do a lesson later where I want to show on the comment board. We getting accused by Israelites, saying we glad when people die. We ain't never said we was glad that nobody died. We just said they got their judgment, man. That's all. But even that lifts up the Most High, man. Hey, that's a bad one too. Yahweh call Abad, Galatians 5:26. Let us not be desirous of vainglory, provoking one another, envying one another. Why would you want to glory in the amount of views you get? That ain't putting you on no level. You still under the curses. You still broke. You still ain't got $500. Like I always say, all of us together, we can put all our money. Everyone is on the comment board right now. We put all our money together. Probably got a damn $100,000, man. We through, man. We ain't got nothing to glory in other than the fact that we have the 100% truth. But it came from Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, man. You should take heart in the fact that you got the truth. This is something that men of old been searching for. The whole world is searching. The Lord said the whole world can't receive the spirit of truth, man. But you received it. And you doing lessons. So you know what? Be happy. You can go back and watch those lessons, man. And brothers are being edified by your work. Like I said, I look for brothers. I go on other brothers' pages and look at their subscriptions. Every subscription that they have that I don't have, I subscribe to that page. And I watch them brothers' videos, man. Diagrams from Bosworth, Psalms 115 and 1. Not unto us, O Lord. Not unto us, but unto thy name give glory, for thy mercy and for thy truth's sake. Woo! Fire. Fire. This is Amawan Abad, 1 Corinthians 3:18. Let no man deceive himself. If any man among you seemeth to be wise in this world, let him become a fool that he may be wise. For the wisdom of this world is foolishness with the Most High. For it is written, he taketh the wise in their own craftiness. You think you're all that? Most High lay a stumbling block in your ass. Don't try to get above yourself. Take your portion and do what you can do with what the Lord gave you, man. And like Elder Yashwama brought out too, when you look in the scriptures, you got big books and you got little books. Every prophet didn't have the same amount, but which one of us is going to deny the book of Obadiah, one chapter, how powerful that is, man? That's a powerful book right there. It's a small measure according to how men look, but that's a powerful book. The book of Jude, Jonah, the prologue of Solomon, different little short books that you think are short, but they still equally important. And like brothers been bringing out, there are other prophets that you never even heard their name before. There's been many prophets, man. Every brother got their portion. Just pray that you be in the chariots, man. And again, 1 Corinthians 1:29, that no flesh should glory in his presence, man. You can't be, we ain't trying to get puffed up. Your thing should be, all you want to do is do what the Lord said do. That's what you want to do. Now I got here and just real quick, the Most High, if he put the Spirit on you, it made you make lessons, then glory in that, man. Because you are being obedient to what the Lord said do. 1 Samuel 15:23. For rebellion is as the sin of witchcraft, and stubbornness is as iniquity and idolatry. Because thou hast rejected the word of the Lord, he hath also rejected thee from being king. That's what happened to King Saul. He got rejected from being king because he was disobedient, man. Don't be disobedient like that rebellious house. Do what the Lord said do. Make the lessons. Your job is to put out the seed. Your job ain't to grow the seed. You just put it out there. The Most High gonna do the rest, man. Your job is throw out the line, right? The gospel of the kingdom is likened to how did the Lord say it? The word is likened to. Let me go there and grab it real quick. Hold on, y'all, because I hate when I can't think of a quote. Sometimes I can do it, sometimes I can't. And Elder Yazak from Dallas made a good quote about this in a recent lesson that he did. Sometimes you're gonna have, like, right now. Before I say it, let me get the scripture before I forget. Matthew. Oh, it says, again, the kingdom of heaven is likened to treasure hid in the field. I'm talking about the one with the net, which I got it now. Matthew 13:47. Again, the kingdom of heaven is likened to a net cast into that was cast into the sea and gathered of every kind. This word is like a net, man. We just casting it out there. The Most High is the one that's gonna put the fish in the net. He gonna put the hook in their mouths or whatever. He's the one that's gonna hook them and bring them in, right? When you read out Isaiah 34:16, what does it say? Let me go there. Isaiah 34:16. And I'm gonna complete the point that I made too. That I was about to make. Isaiah 34:16. Seek ye out of the book of the Lord and read. No one of these shall fail, none shall want her mate. For my mouth it hath commanded, and his spirit it hath gathered them. Let the Most High use you as a mouthpiece. I don't mean let like you're gonna give him permission, but allow what the Lord told you to do be done, man. You put the word out there, then I always had this thing in my mind. I say, in the day when the elect are saved, there are gonna be people that are gonna be personally thanking you for your works and labor of love. They're gonna be saying, if it wasn't for you, which if it wasn't for the Lord, but they're gonna still, if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be here, brother. You don't have no idea who's watching you. Do the work. Make sure you keep the lessons going, man. Keep firing them up. And verse 17 says, and he hath cast the lot for them, and his hand hath divided unto them by line. They shall possess it forever. From generation to generation shall they dwell therein. If you've been gifted enough by the Lord to receive the Spirit of the Lord, his Holy Spirit, to go preach the word, to teach the word, to make lessons, and to have that zeal, man, you should be glad, man. Be thankful. These people in the world, hey, right now, they all into their covetousness. They into going shopping, whatever they doing. But the time is coming where the only thing people are going to want is what you have now. And that's the word residing in their soul. That's the only thing they're going to want. That's the only thing that's going to be worth anything. Consider yourself blessed, man. Right? Now here, I got this. And the point I wanted to make was a lot of you brothers is coming in now, since the times are different. You may not have as much time as we had, You may not have as much time as we had. Hold on, y'all. Because I actually, I'm just gonna speak from my own, from my own experience. I actually had two. It's like the same career as preaching, but I had kind of like in two halves. The first half was training. Sometimes when you teaching the word and you in a location where ain't that many people, or you ain't getting that many views, the Lord is building you up, preparing you for something greater. I started out on empty streets where nobody was in a small town, right? Then you go, the Most High have you move. You go somewhere else, and then when you get prepared, He's gonna bring in that flood of people, man. And it's coming at a point. It's gonna be a flood come in. Now this is when the Elder Yazak had said this the other, on his lesson, it hit me, man. This is Luke chapter 5, verse 4. Let me see. Verse 3. And it came to pass that as the people pressed upon him to hear the word of the Most High, he stood by the lake Gennesaret and saw two ships standing by the lake. But the fishermen were gone out of them and were washing their nets, and entered into one of the ships, and he entered into one of the ships, which was Simon's, and prayed him that he would thrust out a little from the land. And he sat down and taught the people out of the ship. Now when he had left speaking, he said unto Simon, launch out into the deep, and let down your nets for a draught. And Simon answering said unto him, Master, we have toiled all the night and have taken nothing. Nevertheless, at thy word I will let down the net. And when he had this done, they enclosed a great multitude of fishes, and their net brake. And they beckoned unto their partners which were in the other ship, that they should come and help them. And they came and filled both the ships, so that they began to sink. When Simon Peter saw it, he fell down to Yahushua's knees, saying, Depart from me, for I am a sinful man, O Lord. For he was astonished, and all that were with him, at the draught of the fishes which they had taken. And so was also James and John, the sons of Zebedee, which were partners with Simon. And Yahushua said unto Simon, fear not, from henceforth thou shalt catch men. And I read that because sometimes you may feel like you're not successful, but the Lord is preparing you for something else. And then when he's going to put an additional spirit on you and say, do it again. And the next time when you do it, bam. When you do it the next time, Shalom, Elder Apostle Ramlab, Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shabbat Rakatah. The next time you do it, you're going to bring in that flood, man. You see, the Lord is preparing you, brothers. Even if you ain't getting a lot of views, hey, when you make lessons, you learn. You learn the precepts better, right? When I watch you brothers' videos, I learn a quick example. I was just watching this brother Page until Shiloh come, and he went into he was doing a response to GMS Watchman, the Matthew 5:25, right? Agree with thine adversary, and he brought out a point out of, I think it was Isaiah 41, where the Lord says, "Thou worm Jacob," and he said a worm don't have no defense. If a worm have to come up when it rains, they have to come up out of the soil because they might drown, and when they come up, they defenseless. The birds can get them. He made an excellent point about that, and that brother, he relatively new to, to me. I don't even know what camp he with, but he give double honor to the apostles, so I know he's a real authentic brother, and he make a lot of videos, but he don't get a whole lot of views, man. It's another brother from GMS Holland. He make all kind of edifying videos, and he might not get a bunch of views. So hey, a lot of brothers' videos are edifying, man. The Most High is preparing you, brothers. You're learning when you do lessons. You're learning how to answer certain questions. You're learning. You just learning, man. You soaking it in, because when the floods come, they're going to have a lot of questions, and some of these things be off. It ain't going to be your normal questions, man. You can get surprised by questions, no matter how far you go. But to the brothers out there that don't get a lot of views, man, keep making the lessons, brothers. Your works are being noticed by the Most High. The whole world, the vibration of the world has changed, man. Look at how smart the new fruit that's coming in. They on a higher level than when we came in, man. We learned. We had an opportunity to learn slower, but a lot of these brothers that's serious, these brothers, man, they sharp. The Most High is doing something to your spirits. He's making you sharper, man. So you brothers out there, keep making your lessons. Don't get discouraged, man. All right? So I'm going to leave it right there. I don't think I had nothing else. I do got one more. I read. This is John 15, verse 1. I am the true vine. My Father is the husbandman. Every branch in me that beareth not fruit, he taketh away. And every branch that beareth fruit, he purgeth it, that it may bring forth more fruit. Yahushua gonna deal with you, man. He gonna build you up. He gonna give you something extra, and you're gonna start to bear more fruit. Now ye are clean through the word which I have spoken unto you. Abide in me, and I in you, as the branch cannot bear fruit of itself, except it abide in the vine. No more can ye, except ye abide in me. I am the vine, ye are the branches. He that abideth in me, and I in him, the same bringeth forth much fruit. For without me, ye can do nothing. If you're doing lessons, you're doing it with the assistance of the Holy Spirit from on high, man. Right? And I'm saying the assistance because the Spirit, you have to have that. You're the actual vessel, but the Lord is the one that's doing the teaching, man. It goes on, if a man abide not in me, he is cast forth as a branch and is withered, and men gather them and cast them into the fire, and they are burned. You see? So, hey, be happy, man, that you got the Spirit of the Lord on you enough that you can do lessons, because there's many people that desire to do lessons, and they probably ain't got the Spirit to do it. But to the brothers that don't get a lot of views, man, don't get discouraged, brothers. Keep doing that, because we all started somewhere. This is our GMS Info Channel 12, Elder Apostle Ramlab, Galatians 6 and 9. And let us not be weary in well doing, for in due season we shall reap if we faint not. You're going to get a whole field of fruit that's going to come in, ascribed unto your works, if you faint not, man. All right, I'm going to leave it right there. The water for the precepts, everybody. The water for joining in. All praise to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rukakwadash. Double honor to the apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom to the hopefully elect. Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Barakathum. Shalom.